Now then guys, Lucky Star Shi-Roku here and welcome to another video, and this one I kind of want to talk about because something's happened recently. Um, right, so in case you guys don't already know, in case you guys are joining for the first time or whatever, this is a gaming channel. For the most part, I do try and focus on gaming. Like, I'm gonna branch off to other stuff eventually, but it is still a gaming channel where I upload Let's Plays. I have been on hiatus for a little while, but there was something I was planning. Like, I was looking for a bunch of games to play when eventually I can come back. Obviously, I've been away a little bit for multiple reasons. One, due to technical difficulties I've been having lately. Also because of the virus going round and the lockdown and stuff, meaning my video editor can't come round. So that means I can't edit any videos. So that means hasn't been any Let's Plays or anything like that. And no edited videos out as a result of that. But what I want to talk about is Square Enix, because recently I was looking for a bunch of games I could play eventually for when, games I could plan to do Let's Plays eventually, and I was planning to do the Final Fantasy VII remake that recently just came out, because I was looking forward to it. I was looking forward to playing it on the channel, but something has cropped up recently which is a bit annoying, and it's a bit of a mess right now. I don't even know where to begin with this. So, in case you guys don't know, the Final Fantasy VII Remake just came out a few days ago, weeks ago, I don't know, I'm not sure when it came out, but it came out very, very recently. Everyone was looking forward to playing it, and a few people were doing Let's Plays and streams of this, but then someone who was doing a Let's Play of it or whatever on his channel, now, this comes from Twitter. This email came from Twitter, and it's apparently an email that they got from Square Enix themselves. This was brought to my attention by a friend of mine who often goes on Twitter. I go on Twitter sometimes to post my video uploads if I remember, but other than that, I'm not on there too much. But a good friend of mine has brought this to my attention. That someone who was doing Final Fantasy VII Remake basically got a threatening message, a threatening email from Square Enix themselves. And let's just say the situation is a little complicated. No, that's a bit of an understatement. Well, basically, they got a threatening email. I will bring it up now. I've actually got the email on here right now. That is what they were sent, and apparently he's not the only one. Apparently, more people were sent this threatening email. Now, granted, according to this friend of mine, this person who was sent this email, I can't remember who it was now. I'll probably have a few links in the description to various sources, like the guidelines, the guy who got the email or whatever. Well, basically, according to that friend of mine, he's known for sending fake stuff, and I don't know, it's kind of confusing either way, because there are multiple things supporting this being real or fake. So again, complicated. But this is the email that the guy was sent. So this was from Square Enix. Now there were a bunch of typos in here, so that's what made everyone think that it was fake. But apparently other people have been getting this email, and from a bit of diving, me and my friend did a bit of looking deeper into it, and apparently it does appear to be legit. Like, despite the typos, other people have gotten it, and it does, and despite appearing to be fake because of the typos, apparently this is legit. So obviously that's going to cause a few issues with me, since obviously I was planning to do a Final Fantasy VII remake, but obviously that doesn't. If that is the case, basically the email says this is illegal. This is illegal. Intentional. Intentional property division. from Square Enix, and again with a lot of diving. Apparently, someone replied to that email, that tweet, saying that Square Enix doesn't have a division like that, apparently. So that's obviously raised a few eyebrows as well. But I don't know. The whole situation is really, really complicated. I don't think I could do it justice trying to explain it all, because it is complicated. There are multiple sources of multiple things that are supporting it being fake or real. So we're not really sure. It's essentially I'm not sure who to believe anymore at this point. Like, are Square Enix in the wrong? Is this guy in the wrong? We're not too sure what's going on. It's very, very complicated. Again, I say complicated, but it is. It's really, really complicated. So anyway, apparently Square Enix doesn't have a division like that, but the email says, this content uploads by infringement of Square Enix Co. Ltd. Copyright Final Fantasy VII Remake. The unauthorized content does not contribute to fair use of that intentional property, even if the user purchases the game and retail. In additional, the uploaded content specifies a violation of material use licensing, because it is included content that players were profited from naively capturing on a PS4. See Section 1. This Final Fantasy 2 paragraph of material usage licensing. Therefore, you should react. Basically, in other words, it's basically saying it violated some regulations, it violated some code of conduct that Square Enix have in place, and basically anyone who's now I think what it actually is showing the ending of Final Fantasy VII, the remake. I think that's all it is. I think it's mostly just the ending. Like, if you show the ending, then you're going to be in trouble. But if it's not the ending, however, don't quote me on that, as I don't exactly know. Again, I will have the code of conduct in the description for you guys to go and check it out. If you are going to play Final Fantasy, or do make sure you read that beforehand, as that might help out a bit. As for me, since I don't want to get a copyright strike, so chances are, because I can't do the remake, I do have the original on PS1 here. Again, I don't have a PS1, but I have a PS2 and a PS3 that can run PS1 games. So since I can't do the remake, I'll probably just play the original Final Fantasy VII, since I do have it right here. I don't want to open it because the box recently broke. So yeah, but basically this has every single disc for Final Fantasy VII, the original one. So since I can't play the remake, I think I'll probably just do that one. It's a little unfortunate, but that's just the way it has to be. Again, the situation is very, very complicated. Me and a very good friend of mine had a massive conversation about it last night, and just how damn ridiculous this whole situation is. Basically, we're not too sure who to believe at this point. We're not sure who's in the wrong. We're not sure who's in the right. We're not too sure if Square Enix... Again, there's just so many things. There's just so many things supporting this being fake or real. It's complicated, very complicated. So we're not too sure what to believe anymore. But as a safety precaution, I'm not going to be doing Final Fantasy the remake, and I'm also going to be very, very cautious when it comes to doing Square Enix stuff now. As a result, as I'm not too sure if the other games that this is doing, if it's just Final Fantasy VII the remake, or if it's other games. When doing Square Enix games, I will need to check to see if it's okay. I'll have to do various research, but bottom line is, I'm not doing the remake just because of what's going on right now. I'll just do the original on PS1. Other games, I've done some research, and from what I know of the games I already have, like I do have Dragon Quest 11, which I think is alright. I might need to check on that, but to my knowledge, everything else is alright to my knowledge. I'll do research, but yeah. Bottom line is, I'll just do the original game and that should be fine. But yeah, but that just really, really sucks because, you know, I was looking for a whole bunch of games to play for when everything got back in order, you know, when I started uploading again properly, doing proper Let's Plays, and then I found that. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but oh well, it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it has to be, I guess. So, I mean, apparently this guy he does have a reputation for posting fake stuff like this. So again, we're not too sure who to believe. Like, the situation is just complicated. Like, I don't think anything I could say would do this situation justice. Like, it's just bonkers. It's absolutely bizarre. Like, I'm not really sure who to point the finger at. I'm not really sure who's to blame. I'm not sure if things are quite as bad as it seems, since Square Enix, to my knowledge, haven't actually released a public statement clearing all this up. I would really like them to do that, because that would make things a lot clearer, and it would, you know, just release a statement. Like, is it okay? Like, is all of it, because all this could be just, you know, rubbish. This could be all fake for all we know. We're not too sure anymore. So just, I really hope Square Enix releases something just clearing all this up, because Twitter right now, Twitter and Discord between me and my friend, all of this whole topic is just utter chaos. And I would really like it all cleared up. But anyways, that's just what I want to say in this video. Again, sorry for the lack of videos lately, because obviously the lockdown and my editor not coming round, and my computer being a disarray and all that kind of stuff. So again, I want to apologize for that, and I hope everything's all clear. If not, if there's something I wasn't clear about, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I will reply. I will try and answer as best I can. So do leave that in the comments. And also, I want to say I hope everyone is doing all right. I know it's a tough time right now. Please hang in there. I hope everyone's alright. I hope everyone's keeping safe. Keep washing their hands and all that. Don't go out unless you absolutely have to. It's a tough time, but we will get through it. And that's all I want to say. So keep safe, keep calm, keep clean, and we will get through this together. And yeah, that's all I want to say in this video. So I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a good day, you guys. Have a good lockdown. Have a good quarantine. Despite what's going on, just try to enjoy yourself the best you can. Try to keep yourself busy. And with all that said, I will see you guys in the next video.